What's up, everyone? Octoberz here, and I'm here with another quick review. I really wanted to do this one because it hit home for me as a horror fan. So I wanted to talk about the documentary that just recently came out, Living with Chucky. It came out this year, but it was actually filmed, I believe, last year from what I've seen online. It's directed by Kyra Elise Gardner, who's actually the daughter of makeup and special effects artist Tony Gardner, who started doing the makeup and special effects for Chucky back in The Seed of Chucky back in 2004, I believe. So it's pretty dope that it was directed by her because she obviously has lived with Chucky literally her whole life and her whole childhood. So it was really dope. The documentary that it was filmed by her. I'm a huge Chucky fan. For those that know me, that's the film I credit Child's Play to fall in love with the horror genre. I watched that as a kid, and I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the series. With Chucky, I know he's a villain, but he's like a really likable character in a weird way. He had his one-liners. Brad Dourif just brought him to life, and this documentary, I really loved it. I just have like nice things to say about it because I really enjoyed it. And me as me trying to be now, or actually getting into filmmaking, and also doing trying to do a documentary as well. It kind of gave me a little bit of pointers, and just it was just dope to see like all the people they had on there too with the interviews. So they had, of course, Alex Vincent, Brad Dourif, Fiona Dourif, Jennifer Tilly, of course, the creator of Chucky, Don Mancini. They had pretty much a lot the whole cast that's been throughout the series of the films. It was dope to hear their perspective, and what I really loved about this documentary is just how they tied it into family. Because this it's a horror film, but it's about pretty much about family, either it pretty much within the story of Chucky, but also with the cast and crew of how close they became, and how like pretty much like I love the dynamic between like the director Kira and her dad Tony Gardner, how Chucky was part of her life for most of her childhood up until like adulthood, because he started doing these films when she was a little kid, and now she's older. And then Fiona Dourif, who is Brad Dourif's daughter, and Brad Dourif voices Chucky, how she got incorporated into the franchise. And it's also that dynamic of father daughter. So I really love that whole dynamic about families, and also just like even the cast and crew are interviewed in this documentary. And I love how they connected it, how it had this positive impact in their lives, but it also was a tough part, which I love that she added that to the documentary of like how it also impacted these actors and crew members, like their lives too, because a lot of the times they were filming long hours far away too from their families, and they missed like really key moments that they wish they could have been there. But they were working on this like passion project with this film series. So I really love that. I really recommend it if you're a Child's Play fan. As you can see, I have here my Child's Play 2, one of my favorite horror sequels of all time, Child's Play 2. And it's signed by Christine Elise, who again was also interviewed in the film, and she plays Kyle on Child's Play 2 for those that might not know, and then she's in the rest of the films. And it didn't touch too much on the TV show, but it did kind of mention it towards the end. But I think it's just because it focused mainly on like the franchise of the films. And like I said, if you're a Child's Play Chucky fan, you'll really enjoy this. I really loved like that they also included other people that were not part of necessarily of the franchise. They have like Lynn Shay, Abigail, I forget her last name, who is in Zombieland. So it's cool because they also talk about like acting as well, how they get into that character. Fiona, like she's actually one of my favorite actresses, just because like she kills it. And like in the TV show, if you haven't seen it, like she kills it as playing her dad too in some of the scenes. It's crazy how like they look so much alike, and how she can imitate his laugh is crazy to me. But I really enjoyed this. Like I said, I recommend it. Go see it. Hope you guys dug what my review here. But I just wanted to share that I really enjoyed this, and shout out to the director again. Like it's dope to see it from a female perspective too, a female lens. So shout out to Kira for directing this documentary. It was really dope. And I think all of us horror fans and Chucky fans will enjoy this. So check it out.